Buying a new smartphone can be pretty exciting and stressful. Exciting because it's like getting a brand new toy which you spend most of your time and explore all kinds of prospects. Stressful because since phone is very important part of your life and it can be a harder and challenging task for you to pick a right one from so many different phones in the market. Hello everyone, welcome back to Tech Facts. Hope you all are doing well and keeping safe. In this video, I would like to share on what are the important features to consider before buying a new phone based on your budget and purpose. Basically, there are 7 characters or factors to keep in mind before buying a smartphone. Number 1, price or cost, which is very important and determines what your budget is. How much are you going to spend on your new phone? Number 2, display, which means screen size, display and refresh rate. Number 3, processor, also known as chipset, the brain of your phone. The processor is the central hub of your smartphone. It receives and executes every command, performing billions of calculations per second. Better the chipset, smoother and faster the performance of your device. Apple Bionic, Snapdragon, Google Tensor, Kirin, Dimensity and Exynos are the popular processors used in the phone currently. Number 4, operating system. A mobile operating system is a software that allows smartphones and other devices to run applications and programs. It is considered as backbone of all of your favorite applications and programs in mobile device. The two most popular mobile operating systems in the market now is Android OS and Apple iOS. Number 5, memory. It is divided into 2 parts, random access memory aka RAM, which determines the ease of operation and speed of your phone. Read-only memory, in short ROM, which is known as storage of your phone, where you store all the apps, OS, videos, pictures, songs, etc. Number 6, camera. Of course, one of the important useful features of the phone to video call, record and take photos. Today most of the camera specs doesn't perform as they should be. They are just marketing propaganda now. Until and unless you test it yourself, it is a bit tricky to judge from the specs written. Number 7, battery. The one of the most integral part of the mobile device. It keeps your phone alive and running. So you have to have a good long-lasting battery. These are the 7 important features in the smartphones to consider before you buy them. Now with the 7 given features, I will personally suggest how much of the specs are required based on your budget and purpose. If you are really tight on a budget and your purpose is to feel and experience this smartphone, which means you are trying to get on the budget phones. In this regard, I would suggest buying the phone with the following minimum features. By budget phone, I mean spending 200 to 300 USD. With this budget, you have to have the following minimum specifications in the phone. The display should be minimum of 6-inch Full HD with 90Hz refresh rate. There should be minimum processor of Snapdragon 700 and above. If it is MediaTek Dimensity, it should be 720 and above. The OS should be Android 11 and above. There should be memory of minimum 6GB RAM and 64GB ROM and above. The camera should be dual camera setup at the back with minimum of 16 megapixel and front facing camera should be at least 13 megapixel and above. There should be battery of minimum 4000 mAh and above with the possible fast charging adapter of 30 watts. For your information, Samsung, Realme, Xiaomi are some of the popular manufacturers that makes good budget smartphones. If you are planning to invest into gaming phone, I would suggest buying a phone with the following minimum features. If you are opting for good gaming phone, you have to spend minimum of 700 USD and above. So with the budget, your phone package should include the following features. It should have minimum 6-inch Full HD AMOLED display with 120Hz refresh rate. It should have minimum processor of Snapdragon 888 and above. The OS should be Android 11 and above. Should have memory of minimum 12GB of RAM and 128GB of ROM. Should have minimum camera setup of 60 megapixel dual camera setup at the back and 16 megapixel front facing camera. The battery should be massive and should have minimum of 5000 mAh and above with minimum of 60 watt fast charging. Lenovo, Asus, Nubia, are some of the best manufacturers in the gaming phone market. If budget is not an issue for you and flex your bank account to buy a durable and flagship phone, I would suggest going for Samsung and Apple with the following features. When you are buying a flagship phone, you are definitely spending $1000 and above. The flagship phone usually comes with the following minimum features. Display. Minimum of 6-inch Full HD AMOLED display with 120Hz refresh rate. Processor. Snapdragon 8 Gen and above. Apple A15 Bionic chipset. OS Android 11 and above. iOS 15 and above. Memory. Minimum of 6GB of RAM and 128GB of ROM. Camera, good triple camera setup at the back and selfie camera with minimum of 12 megapixel. Battery 4500 mAh and above with 65 watt fast charging. Currently, Apple and Samsung are dominating the market of flagship phone. Value for money phone. If you are careful in spending your money yet wanted to have decent flagship like specifications in your phone, I would suggest in buying a phone with the following features. You should be able to spend between $500 to $600. With the budget comes the following minimum specifications. Display. Minimum of 6-inch Full HD AMOLED display with 90Hz refresh rate. There should be minimum processor of Snapdragon 888, and if it is Google, it should have Google Tensor 5 NM. The OS should be Android 11 and above. It should have storage capacity of 8GB of RAM and 128GB of ROM minimum. The camera should have dual or triple camera setup at the back which takes decent photos and minimum of 16 megapixel selfie camera. There should be battery of 4000 mAh with 65 watt fast charging. Google Pixel and OnePlus are one of the best in the business for producing value for money phone currently. I hope the information I have shared will benefit you in buying a new phone. That's all for now and see you here on the next video. Thank you and have a good one.